Subnautica Below Zero multiplayer. I'm sure it's a great mod, but I haven't exactly had the chance to play it yet, because it's missing one critical feature. Linux support. And you might be like, okay, well it's easy to get something working, okay? But well this was a little bit more challenging than I thought. It has an entire driver that you need to install to play it. So I needed to remove it. And yeah, it took me a day, but I got it working. So here are the instructions on how to install the multiplayer mod on Linux, so you can play with your friends. What you're going to have to do first is go to the link in the description, which takes you to the GitHub page for my patch for the mod. So what you're going to have to do is go to the right of the GitHub page and then download the zip file like I'm doing in the video. And then you're going to have to click on the zip and then extract it. After it's extracted, you'll then have to move the contents in the game folder directory into the game folder. So in Steam, you can go to Properties, and then you can go to Installed Files, then Browse. This will open up the game directory, and then you open the game folder, like in the zip file, and then you can copy the files from there into the game folder. So this will allow the mod to load. Then we'll have to do one other thing. We'll have to move the .BOT Benson folder into the app data of the Proton like kind of Windows container folder, like the wine prefix as it's called. So if you can't see the .BOT Benson folder, you'll have to enable show hidden files like I just showed you there. Then you can copy that, and then you can go to for me it was in my home folder, then .steam, Steam apps, compat data, and then 848450. That's the Steam ID of Subnautica Below Zero. Then you can go to the users folder, Steam user app data, and then roaming, and then you just paste it in there. I already have it in there because I was testing it, but you can just paste it in there and it should work fine. Then you're pretty much good to go in terms of the files, but we will have to add something to the launch options. So what this does is it basically tells the mod certain things like your IP address, the PID. I had to hard code this because normally it would get it from the like the Steam client or whatever, but that doesn't work in offline mode. So and also because I had to remove the driver thing. So if you need instructions on how to get your IP address to put in there, I'll show you now, and also a list of what all these launch options do. So the first launch parameter is the -PID. This is it can be anything really, a random string, you know, your username, but it just has to be unique between all the players in your server. So I just made it Choplo. That works. Also, I forgot to mention with the peer ID, make sure you add :connect capitals IP : 127.0.0.1. I have an example there if you look at it. The reason for this is because it'll attempt to connect to your like IP address for the server, which is a bit of a strange design, but that just makes sure the game connects to your local host IP address when creating a server and you hosting it. It doesn't matter for other players if you're just playing the game with and someone else is hosting, but make sure if you're the host you add that, or you might have connection issues when you actually go to host the server. All of these can't contain spaces, by the way, so your username cannot contain a space. It doesn't work. Secondly, the peer IP, that is if you're in a local network, so you're playing with friends in the same house, or maybe you're connected via a VPN, then that will be the private IP address. So it depends on your distribution, your Linux distro or operating system. If you are playing this on Windows for some reason, that'll depend on how you get that. But with a public IP address, that is if you're playing over the internet and you want to port forward the game, which is typically if you're playing with friends. I'd assume that's how you do it. So I'll just show you a clip here on how to get your public IP address. You can just search my IP into Google. Then there's the what's my IP address website, and then it will show you the thing, and then you can copy that as I am in the video, and then you can put it in the Steam launch options after the PIP field there. Third, we have the user ID. This also has to be a unique number, so if you're the host, you can make it like 1, and then your friends can make it like 2, 3, 4. That works. Then a dash username. This is just what you're displayed as in the game, so you can whatever you want really. I just have it Troplo, make sure there's no spaces again, no spaces. And then dash API endpoint. You don't really need to mess with this one. You don't need to add it. It's optional. If you do want to host a custom API server, if you know what that means, there's instructions in the GitHub, on the GitHub page in the description. I won't go over that now, but you can do that if you want. And yeah, you should be ready to open the game and play. So hopefully you have a fun time playing the game. Thanks to BOT Benson for making the mod. It's sure it's a wonderful mod, and I've heard some great things about it. So I thought I'd get it running on Linux. So hopefully this helps people.